Previously on Rich Rebels.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it. 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 Aw, dang it.
I'm Rich, and I have a gift for buying broken cars I definitely shouldn't. This is a Fisker Karma. It's sleek, it's rare, and it broke down 27 times on the way home from Texas to Massachusetts. And if you missed that disaster, the link is up here. And because I'm a glutton for punishment, I tried driving it to a shop to fix it, and it died twice before I even got there. So I came back with the trailer, and now the trailer tire blew out. This car is cursed. Today, we are one of the few places in the country that actually knows how to fix these things. Please pray for them. We've got a lot to cover today. What broke, what always breaks on these, what it's going to cost, and whether or not this thing is even worth saving. My question for you is, after you see the repair list, do we save it or do we swap it? And if we swap it, what powertrain are we dropping in it? Let's roll. So even when I try to just take the TRX to tow the Fisker, this is what happens. This car is cursed, I swear. Watch this. Got my nice little trailer action going there. We got a blowout, boys and girls. We got a blowout. Took out some of the parts side of the Fisker too. I think that could be buffed out, I think. A lot of it can, but damn. And like the tires weren't old or dry rotted either. These are pretty new tires in good shape. But now I'm in the middle of nowhere in Connecticut, and I got to figure out how to get back to where I'm going. So, I'm broken down, and every tire place opens at 9, so I take a scenic tour of the Budget Breakfast, Connecticut. How do you know you're in the ghetto? Well, are there endless grass clippings that no one picked up, sidewalks designed to break ankles, a Boost Mobile across from a Metro PCS, 2 cruisers pulling over one guy at 8 a.m.? You get the idea. I find a spot for breakfast. The glass to get inside is in fact broken. The fish tank sign says, "Please do not feed the fish, sweetheart." Those fish have bigger problems than just snacks. The food was great though. Back to work. The tires got metal cords waving at me. I wheel it 3 blocks because there's nowhere to park a truck and trailer in front of the tire place. And if I unhooked the trailer, some hero in a Geo Metro would have been towing my Fisker by lunch. All right, onto the shop. Let's see what it really takes to keep our karma alive. A cheap Fisker comes into your shop, and then your mouth starts watering.
We laugh a little first,
because you're like,
this guy
I
bought
gotcha.
it. Yeah, we laugh at him a little bit.
And then, so yeah, let's just go over some of the stuff that's common on these cars.
Yeah. So
things you'd expect to see.
We start off, with a good road test and listen for any noises or any telltale obvious things. Again, we've been doing this 12 years now, so we know what to listen for. Differential noise, exhaust rattles and vibrations. Check the air conditioning. Some common failures with the HVAC system we'll get into later. Mm-hmm. You picked this car up in Texas?
Texas, yeah.
Texas, overheating and reduced performance message coming on.
Yep.
In addition to a park system failure at one point.
That's when it trapped me at the gas station. Yeah, that was fun.
That's good, isn't it?
Oh, crap. Yeah.
I'll show you where those handles are, by the way. The selling dealers used to go over that with the customers, which is if the car doesn't open, you can pull this ripcord and get out of the door.
But why is that? It's funny how the selling dealers had to go over that, because that's usually not something that
it usually makes you think, but yeah.
Yeah, and then it happens.
Yeah, it happens, right. They're like, oh, so like when this happens? Not if, it's when.
No.
Yeah, it's not an if.
It might. I don't know if it's going to happen or not.
Yeah, I mean, you bought a cheap Karma and, you're in the cheap Karma land. On average, the cars like this that have never been modified, had anything done, I tell people the average is 10 to 25 grand.
Wait, worth of work with the price of the car?
Yeah, no, that's the work. Yeah, that's to get it up to spec.
You could still put in 25 grand in this car, even though it would cost like 10.
Yeah, I mean, this is one here. I bought this one for 9, and I'll put I think about 18 grand into it.
18?
Yeah, but it'll be a perfect car when it's done. So, and it'll be a reliable.
Well, perfect for who?
And they are getting older now. So
yeah.
I mean, you're talking 13 years now. So it's not. The expectation level is a little different now. Now we're going into classic car land.
We're going to the senior citizens.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, they're getting old, but they're holding up well. I mean, for batteries that are this old,
yeah,
they're still doing pretty good. They exceeded the expectation of the 10-year lifespan, which was not bad. So we're repairing them and replacing cells, but yeah, for the most part, when you ask what we look for, what we see most, it's it's high voltage battery work and the differential RDM, which we've been coined bulletproofing is our phrase.
Yeah,
for
I've heard that
yeah.
term a lot. Like, oh, you could buy a bulletproof Karma.
Yeah,
I was like, that
and-
doesn't sound like.
Yeah,
really
I get
tempting.
people like, bro, things bulletproof? Like I can drive this down in the hood? Like,
yeah.
no, not
Go
that kind
for
of
it.
bulletproof.
Yeah, no, not that kind.
This kind of
Just
bulletproof.
that it's just going to live a little bit longer.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we do a lot of upgrades to the drivetrain, make it reliable for people, and high voltage battery work. The wheels and tires were like literally within millimeters of hitting. They're that big. So you go anything oversized. In fact, even if you put the correct size on, but a different brand with a bigger shoulder, they'll rub the fenders.
Really?
They're that close.
Okay.
So it's either the Goodyear or the Yokohama.
So you have to put expensive tires on it.
Yeah, you got to
Of
put
course.
good tires
Yeah.
on. I mean,
this person did not. They went the China route,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I think China's
They
a
went
nice
3
place.
different Chinas.
Yeah, I have a lot of Chinese friends. They're great people, so that's not so bad.
But yeah, as soon as most people go oversized by one, and they rub and shred the fender liners, which I could see yours were already gone.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah.
Goes.
Other than that, I mean, interior is nice on it, and it's a whole car. So
Yeah.
it
drives.
Look, you
What
didn't do
else do you
bad at
want?
all. It's an investment. It's buying the fixer-upper house. You
Yeah.
know, it's the same thing. So you won't do bad. You
Okay.
know. It's a high 20s to 30 car right now. The market's sagged, so
Yeah.
it's bad. But in a good market, yeah, it's a 30K car when it's right, when everything's done.
Right.
But you got a lot of leeway in between. So
That's not bad.
No.
Buy it for 10, put 30 in it, sell it for 30. I love this. I love this.
30 in
What a
it.
great. What a.
I don't think you're
what an
that bad.
investment.
I don't think it's that bad. So, but yeah, we'll check it over. We'll start scanning it for codes
Cool.
and see what I was fortunate that you said you didn't do any hard resets on the battery.
I didn't
so-
know where the battery was. I'm like, nope. I got in this car,
Yeah.
knowing I was going to drive it directly to you.
Yeah, we stored. We took screenshots of your data so we can see kind of what happened during your wonderful journey up here. But yeah, we'll go through it and see what's going on. It looks like it's got some cooling system failures. Nothing we can't figure out. Most of the time, we keep them here a week to a month.
All right. So the car's in the air. What are you finding?
Somebody didn't know how to drive.
Nope. Bought it like that.
Oh yeah, right. That's what they all say.
What's going on there? Oh, by the way, that wasn't when I came. That wasn't like that when I came here. By the way, this car was here overnight.
Yeah,
Just
step
saying.
step in line for that one.
Yeah, I don't know if you go joyrides.
Yeah.
I don't know if your techs have driven anything as fast as the Fisker
Yeah,
Karma.
That's right.
But,
That's right.
she's
they were out
she's
street racing
she's
with it against the Prius and lost. This frame breaks a lot. This is the housing that holds the lower chin on the bumper, so that's cracked there. So yeah, we got the wrong size tires on the front, which, as I said, will just destroy the
I see.
fender liners.
Yeah, it's almost ready to eat into the fan wires
Almost.
too.
Yep, almost. That's your low temp cooling fan. That's what keeps your generator and electric motors cool.
Okay.
2 little radiators. This one's a little better, a little more intact, but you can see where it's starting to rub and eat through.
Yeah, I see.
Yep.
Is this the exhaust?
Yeah, this is the generator exhaust system, which comes out. Center muffler, which was added on right after start of production. They added this on. This was a straight pipe originally. I mean, people were complaining of exhaust noise. Forget about the smell coming right up into the
Directly
cabin.
into your
This-
window. Yeah.
The original design center muffler, we call it the pizza box.
Yeah.
You see a lot of cars coming in with it.
I got
It's really a
It
handmade.
has a giant H on it. Yeah. Okay.
These were literally handmade on a bench and then stuck on the cars right before they were delivered.
really.
Yeah, and this was made by Stillins, and a lot of failure points on them. So they crack right here with the catalytic converter flange. You can see that one's cracked. You see
Yep.
all the soot. It causes exhaust leak. Eventually, it just breaks off, but usually an O2 sensor code. They're really weak on the
Oh,
sides
yeah,
here.
yeah, I see it right there, yeah.
Break right there.
Yeah.
And then they just generally rattle inside. They're horrible.
Yeah. you
Even
can see
these
them.
ones start to have problems. Not as much cracking and breaking, but they actually balloon when you're under heavy
Oh,
throttle.
okay, gotcha.
And it starts to separate the baffles inside. And
You hear like a rattling
Yeah,
noise.
it sounds terrible. And they rust. I mean, you can see this one's already rusting a little bit.
That's the lowest
so-
point of the car. It's like.
Yep, it gets.
It's pretty much the
yeah,
skin
you can
plate of
see
the
where
car
it's-
at this point.
Yeah, it's been over a couple of speed bumps right there, the yellow
Yeah.
paint. So we've actually gone back to the straight pipe,
Yeah.
which is what we're doing here. And this is our
Oh,
version.
this now. See, it feels like an ad now.
Yeah.
It feels like an ad.
That's right.
See, I want it to be natural. Then you have your
Oh,
logos
sorry. Well,
over
this is
everything.
what we need to put on.
Oh my. Okay, let's
Yeah,
get
so
get
that's
through
what
it.
goes
Oh,
on.
so they have a new design. Of
Yeah,
course
that's
they
right.
do.
So we put that on now, and That's basically bulletproof. It's stainless. It's
But wait, but now it's straight piped again.
yeah, but you don't hear anything really. It's really not that. It's no difference. Wide open throttle, you might hear it a little bit, but
Yeah,
these
but-
mufflers do 90% of the
all the work. I
silencing.
gotcha.
Yeah. So and then right away I spotted your control arm bushings are broken. So
Is that common on these?
oh yeah, yeah. No, it's a 5,000 pound car, and they made these bushings really soft for a nice ride. And yeah, these guys are broken.
Okay.
And that's about every 25, 30,000 miles up here in the north. They last a little longer down south. And we notice there's no serpentine belt on here.
No,
'cause
there's
it's just
not.
a
Yeah,
generator.
just a generator.
Yeah.
That's kind of blew my mind the first time I saw it. Like, oh, where's the belt? Well, there's the problem.
Yeah, there's a problem.
That's
Your
why
belt's
it didn't
missing.
work.
Yeah,
Belt this
so
thing, but
electric AC compressor, which was off of the Chevy Tahoe hybrid.
Oh, it was?
back in the
Okay.
day. Yeah, they had just adapted it to this Ecotech engine and made some brackets, and it works pretty good.
yeah.
We only see some issues. We got one line that breaks sometimes on the back of the compressor, which is really tough to get to.
Okay.
And then we've had some condensers leak with just stones and things.
I will say there's no real like oil drips or like leaks on this thing. It looks
No, this
pretty
engine's
clean
been
underneath.
really good. Timing chain issues, upwards of 80,000 miles. The chains get noisy.
Yeah.
It does the same thing in a GM car. It's
Yeah, of
something
course.
different, but it's under a different type of load because there's no transmission bolted to the back of it. So
Yeah.
it's
just spinning and
it's
increasing RPM.
just a generator bolted to the back of the engine. So you can see the bell housing there, and there's your generator.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yep. And that comes to a stop right there. And then you have battery. So there's no connection between this engine and the actual drivetrain or differential.
I know in your head you already have like how much this is going to set me back. So
Oh,
yeah, I know.
The ding, ding,
Are we
I'm just
at
bragging
over $300 yet?
Yeah, you pulled in the door, you were over $300, dude. So, rear drive is 2 electric motors
Okay.
with a Trimac differential in the middle, which is hard to see. It's kind of buried up in there, but you have a front motor and an aft motor in the back.
Okay.
They say it generates 400 horsepower.
I don't know if I believe that.
That's always been.
I question that.
It's always been in question.
Yeah.
This is the main source of issue besides the high voltage battery. When we
Motor
refer to the
motor stuff?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
these
Well,
motors.
the generators are pretty reliable.
Generators itself's pretty reliable.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the coupler issue, which is what every car will experience in its lifetime, and then the rear drive issue with the splines and multiple issues with the differential that are repairable and preventable, but they do happen. So
Yeah.
these were just inherent design flaws that they picked up on later after bankruptcy. But we figured them out. So you've got blown tie rod boots back here, which is real common.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the ones up
How
here.
about finding parts for these? Like, how is that? Are those
Yeah,
still-
we've been
is it
able
a
to
GM
source.
part number
yeah,
two?
there's places that we've figured out what boots will fit, and we actually just rebuild them.
Right.
So we put new
Oh,
grease
they're
in them.
both
Well, we can get
smoked.
these from
I
we
gotcha.
can get them from Karma for the Rivera, but so we
Gotcha.
create our own processes in house that we can just do things here without relying on third parties. So yeah, yours is going to need the RDM done.
Oh, what was the RDM?
Yeah,
mean?
rear drive module.
Yeah.
Is what they call the whole entire assembly. You have a differential and 2 traction motors.
So this whole thing has to come out.
Yeah, the whole thing's got to come out.
That sounds expensive. I feel like
Not yet. I mean, you
I'm
can wait
getting-
till it fails, but so if you can see it up there, you'll start to see
But
some rust. coming out.
what does failure mean? Does failure mean I'm at the side of the road again,
Yeah.
or is it just
Oh,
okay?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
you're
used to that,
you're
so
not
that's
going,
fine.
You're not going far after
Okay.
that fails. It's 100% failure of the original units with the soft splines, so
Yeah.
they will all inevitably fail.
So how do you tell when you're buying a Karma? How do you tell whether or not it's been done?
Yeah, so you can look, if it's one that's been built by us, you'll see some sealer around here, which
Yep.
the factory ones, they actually just roll on a light blue sealer.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see it's blue there under your
Yeah, I
leaking
see it.
dust. So that's never been opened up. Ours will be a black RTV type sealer in there, and it kind of oozes out a little more.
Gotcha.
That's if it's been built by us. There were some late model traction motors that have stamps on them that we can tell are hard spline from the factory.
Yep.
So the Laguna Blue cars, the last cars that we built, all had the hard traction motors in them, hard splines, but they did not have the differential reworks done. That never took place until bankruptcy. It never happened.
Right.
So that was figured out after the fact. And the main inherent issue with the differential is the pinion loosens up.
Does it rattle inside of it?
No, it loosens up and literally wobbles, tears up the seal, and that's what shreds the splines because
Gotcha.
the pinion's not stable in there. It's moving around. It's
I
going in
see.
and out, up and down, and it's moving all over the place. Usually, if it gets bad enough, you'll just hear backlash noise. So the pinion and ring and pinion backlash is it's just howling when you let off.
What
the
is
pedal.
that? Does that affect acceleration at all? Like, what is that contact to the?
It affects your wallet.
Yeah, okay.
yeah,
Well,
your
most
bank
things, it
account.
already affected my wallet a lot already, so I guess what's a little bit more?
Yeah, this has early signs of failure. So, and I'll show you on the ground what it looks like. But
Okay.
you can start to see the little bit of oil coming out, and
Yeah.
the rust is usually the telltale that the splines are starting to fail in there.
Okay.
There's a little weep hole down here where some of the rusty fluid comes out.
Yep.
And really that comes from, I have one apart here.
All right, so
you
this,
can
this,
see
is,
all
this
the,
is what the inside looks like.
yeah,
on
you
this-
can see all
okay.
that. That's all the spline material wearing off, but not the pinion splines, not the male splines.
Right.
It's actually the female splines in the motor over there that are shredding.
So how do you rebuild that? You have to push that whole thing out?
Yeah. So we actually tear the motor down. If it's got good welds on it, if it's got a good housing, it's not leaking any coolant, and
Yep.
it's had the welds pressure tested, there's a small green stamp on the motor if it's been weld checked
Yep.
by the factory. That means it's a good core to use. If it doesn't have the green dots, we don't touch it. It's
Do you have
just
any of those
scrap.
splines on hand I can take a look at?
Yeah, absolutely. This would be a original spline. You can see some of the rusty, dusty material in
Yep.
there. And then this
Oh,
is what
that one's
happens
gone.
when they fail. Yeah, gone. So, and this car just doesn't move at that point. It makes a real loud screeching sound. You can
Right.
hear the actual splines.
You just
and-
hear it screaming over
yeah,
and over
yeah.
again
It's
there.
basically just a. That's all you hear is a gear stripping sound.
So how do you avoid that? Is it when how do I slow this process down? Do I just not step on the gas as hard and I just kind of ease into stuff?
Prayer helps.
Okay, I have
yeah, you can do
I have
that.
beads,
Yeah.
rosary
Okay,
beads
there you go.
I could do.
So regen braking is another issue. So it's constantly, that motor's constantly going
Back and
both
forth,
ways.
back and
So,
forth,
yeah,
back
so
and forth.
the torques happen in both directions. So it's really impossible to avoid. You
So
can't
are you
turn the regen
are you
off.
putting in hardened splines or just the stock ones?
Yeah,
that
no.
last?
This would be stock, and you'll start to see the teeth get narrower and narrower as it goes.
Yeah.
And I'll grab a hard spline here out of the drawer. So these are our custom. These are heat treated.
Okay.
They match the exact hardness of the pinion, which is in the differential, so that they're equal hardness. Okay, and then bearings, seals, axle seals.
Nice. Okay.
Yep. And then we have a whole bunch we have all the shims and everything for all that over there for rebuilding the differential. But yeah, that's what they look like. Cool this off, put it into a 20-ton press to
Oh,
get
so
it out.
there's a whole process.
Oh
to
yeah,
this.
yeah, it's a big process.
Okay.
It takes quite a while. So it's about a week-long job. To do
Oh, it is for that?
Yeah, almost. Yeah, doing
Okay.
it right. I mean, we don't rush anything.
Okay.
But
Well, maybe you should start right. The faster you go, the less labor time, the cheaper it is for me. So like, you're not thinking about your customers here.
Hey man, is it time to go home yet?
Not yet, Joey.
Why?
I'm feeling so nice and well rested and energetic right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
You've heard of 8 Sleep, right?
Yeah?
They have one mission: to make your sleep better. And now they introduced a new product called the Pod 5. It's a high-tech mattress cover you can add to any bed in minutes. It enhances your existing mattress with personalized temperature control, adjustable elevation, built-in soundscapes, and sleep tracking, all without wearing anything. And for the first time, Pod 5 comes with a pod blanket using the same tech as the cover to extend heating and cooling from head to toe. No more waking up sweaty or freezing. It can cool down to 55 degrees or heat to 110 degrees separately for each side of the bed. So you and your partner, no more fighting over the thermostat. It's powered by AI-driven autopilot. It learns your sleep patterns and adjusts temperature, elevation, and even your wake-up timing automatically. Every morning you get a personalized sleep report, tracking heart rate variability, respiratory rate, and more. No straps or watches needed. What it did for me a couple of times, it actually tells me how long I snored for. And there was one night that I snored for about 3 hours, kind of embarrassed about it, but 8 Sleep told me I did that. It can even detect snoring and gently lift you to open your airways, and now is the built-in speaker for white noise or guided meditations. With the new autopilot health check, it also looks for subtle health changes like irregular heartbeat or disrupted breathing before you even notice. Clinically proven to give you up to an hour more quality sleep at night, a better recovery, better focus, better health. Honestly, having a pod is like having a sleep coach, personal thermostat, and a health monitor that works while you rest. I love my 8 Sleep. You guys have to check it out.
So what does this have to do with us leaving?
By the way, the car developed a new feature on the way here. So while I overheated for the 7th time, I had this bright idea in my head. I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna plug the car in. When I plug the car in, it'll give me another 50 miles, well, 50 indicated, real world probably 20, and that will take some stress off the motor.
sure.
Then I plugged it in and the car started hysterically laughing at me.
Yeah.
I hear
Well,
clicking.
it saw your wallet was already empty.
Yeah, the wallet the wallet light started flashing, and it said I'm not going to charge. Like it would charge for like 30 seconds,
Yeah.
and then it would just stop. My charger would go red, and nothing would
you hear
happen.
a clicking sound from the battery, like
Clicking
it's starting
sound,
to charge.
yeah, exactly,
yeah.
exactly. So I figured it sounded inexpensive.
Yeah.
You know, it probably just a little adjustment.
I thought it was contactors. So typically the contactors in the battery fail, the charge contactors.
Yeah.
I mean, again, 12 years, those contactors are rated for X amount of cycles.
Right.
They're just a relay. So they eventually fail. That's probably the most common. But we do have other parts of the charging circuit that can go bad, just like any other EV.
Okay.
So, based on the codes that we were talking about and we read, there's some issues with the onboard charging module, which
great.
is also thermally related, probably to your other issue. But yeah, so the onboard charger is here.
Oh, it's right there.
back
Okay.
Yep, it's right under the charging port, and there's your outlet to the battery that charges. So
Oh, so
only
it's-
3.3 kilowatts.
But it's
not a
also
lot.
cooled.
Yes,
and that's
it is
another
cooled.
problem
Yep.
too. When I plug this thing in, it takes forever to get 50 miles of range.
Yeah.
So
On a
that's
110?
normal,
On a
right?
110 charger?
Even
Level
like
one?
even the level 2.
Oh wow.
It's kinda like, hey.
Most likely it's because of this OBCM.
Okay.
It's having some cooling issues. So what happens typically when it's not getting cooled properly?
Yeah.
It slows down. So it turns the charge rate way down.
I
so
see.
You think you're charging on a level 2 charger, but you're really
But
not.
you're not.
Because it's
How long should
the
it
only
take
way
on
can
level 2?
self-cool. 4 to 6 hours.
That's still a long time. You know, see, I'm used to a different lifestyle now.
By your standards.
You
yeah.
know what I mean? I got
a
places
generator,
to go,
so
man.
you don't need to worry about that. You know, you can just charge it
If
at
the
will.
generator's loud, when this thing kicks in, when the motor kicks in, it sounds like something's wrong with the car.
You got the wrong exhaust on it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, good point. Maybe I should go straight pipe.
Yeah, you
If
go.
there was only a place that made a nice straight pipe I could put on this thing.
So what most likely is happening is this, you have codes for communication with the OBCM, which means it's not talking, it's dead.
Okay. Are these
could be
rebuildable, or are they just once they die, they die?
They are, but I have 120 of them in stock, so I don't bother.
Okay, I
I've
got you.
got plenty of them.
All right, and how about the?
So as far as the reduced performance message, it looks like the generator side, the gen inverter is overheating. So that's up on the firewall, and that inverter can only withstand certain temperatures. And what happens is there's 6 coolant pumps on the car.
Okay.
So I'll go into detail with each one, but there's 2 back here. These handle the 2 drive motor circuits, so drive motor 1, drive motor 2, or TM1, TM2, and the inverter for each. We tested these, and these guys are working, so your traction motors are getting cooled, and the inverters back here are getting
How do you
cooled.
test those?
With a hand and a screwdriver.
Really?
Yeah, are they running? We command them to be on, and just feel if
You
they're
put your
working.
hand on
Yeah,
it and
yeah.
you just
Or we
kinda-
can look at the live data.
Yeah.
And see when it gets commanded to watch the temperature of the motor go down, and we know the circuit, that part of the circuit's working.
Gotcha.
The problem is there's 3 coolant pump circuits that share the same coolant bath,
Reservoir.
basically. So these 2 can pull from the same reservoir as the generator one up front. So
Yeah.
what happens oftentimes when one pump fails, the other 2 kind of help the system along, which is why you were getting like 50, 60, 100 miles, and
Yeah.
then it would overheat.
Right.
So these 2 were actually basically sustaining the generator inverter pump that's failed.
So, but there's another pump up front
Yeah,
that
that's the
we're
one
going to
that's
take a
failed.
look at.
Yeah,
I
that
gotcha.
one's not working, so I'll show
Okay.
you that one.
Okay.
And but that's the one that's causing your generator to stop working.
Okay.
And then you're losing your range at that point. So, and that kind of heat. Yeah.
It was 113.
Yeah, it'll drive here just fine right now. It's like 80 here.
Right.
It'll last a lot longer, but yeah, and that kind of heat. That they like to keep that under 110. That
Yeah.
generator, and your ambient temperature was
Yeah, 110.
pretty close to that.
Yeah.
Plus under the hood where that was
Especially under the hood.
located. Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, but that one's up front.
You just jam the accelerator down and you just run it into the
Yep,
wall?
hit the accelerator, fire up the engine, check the pump, because it's going to run when the generator is running 100% of the time. And then for another couple minutes afterwards. So that pump is all the way down there.
I see it.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you should feel it buzzing in the screwdriver and no dice.
Oh, so that's how. Oh, you
Yep.
feel the vibration.
You feel the vibration of the
from
motor.
the. I gotcha.
Yep, yep.
I gotcha.
So this guy's getting overheated right here. This is the inverter for
Yep.
the generators. Convert your AC generated electricity to DC to charge the battery or drive the vehicle.
Okay.
So, but yeah, this guy right here is what's getting too hot. The generator itself is down lower on the back of the flywheel.
Yep.
That stays a little cooler. It's the inversion process that creates a
Gotcha.
lot of heat. So
I see. So
big cell phone charger.
So okay, so that would probably explain the reduced performance,
It's 100%.
shut down.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, your inverter's overheating and just.
Oh, so that's a cheap fix.
Oh yeah.
I love it. This is the battery, right? Look pretty dead on.
Yep, your cells, your minimum and maximum cell deviation is like dead on. Now, the generator just got done charging it, so
Right.
there could be a little bit of surface charge skewing the numbers a little bit.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that this is healthy right now.
Oh,
For a
good.
battery at zero range and 3.2 millivolts per cell, 15 packs, 21 cells each. Do
That's
the math,
pretty- that's
300
pretty
plus
dang
cells,
good, yeah.
and they're all even. So
So maybe the battery was replaced. Maybe.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
can-
figured I'd throw that out there. I got excited.
State
for
of
a
health.
second.
State of health right here is at 33%, so it's definitely not a new battery.
So what does that mean? Like what
That's a
happens when that
calculation based on age, mileage, deep cycles, charging cycles.
So
It
when someone
formulates a
replaces the
lot.
battery, is that number reset?
There are brand new batteries right now, so the counter is date based. So when it engages into a vehicle and wakes up, it knows
Right.
its original timestamp of build date,
Gotcha.
which does not show us build date, but it calculates the state of health based on age first.
Gotcha. I
So
see.
age on lithium, cycles, up and down, charge cycles. When it hits zero, your check engine light's on with a P0A80 code, and you're done.
Really?
Game's over. Yeah, your check engine light's never going off. Yeah, we've tried everything to recover that and reset that, but it's so encrypted in the software. We've had
Have you
people
tried
try,
electrical tape?
but this one's at 33%, which is pretty much where I would say a healthy battery at this age, and most Karmas we're seeing about between 20 and 40%. I
Right.
think even a low mileage car with not a lot of wear on, it's still showing like 58% now,
Really?
60% based on just age, years.
So-
I mean, it
so
should be
this-
technically zero
So,
based on the
this
age.
means that every Karma is going to die.
Every Karma is going to eventually have a check engine light when this hits zero.
But
Yeah.
But does it allow you to drive?
Oh
or
yeah,
no?
yeah.
Oh, it does.
Totally,
Okay,
totally
good.
drives,
Okay,
yeah.
I
You just,
gotcha.
most of the 50 states with your check engine light on,
You won't pass them. You won't pass inspection.
So we talked about the three cooling systems and your overheating issue. This side is the hot side. This is the engine coolant tank.
Okay.
There's three tanks. This is your battery coolant.
Battery.
And over there, that's the most
Engine.
complex of them all. That's your low temp electronics cooling system, which we explained. Those two little radiators, auxiliary radiators.
Yep.
Generator, the inverter, two traction motors, inverters, charging module, all that stuff.
That's
is
a lot
handled through
for
that.
one, yeah.
It's a lot for that. So there's a lot of different failure points. The temperature, this car is very susceptible to high temperature because, like we said, we don't have a whole lot of cooling in the
No,
front.
there's not. It isn't exactly a huge grill.
No, and these are your intakes for the small radiators, which, again, on a hot road down
Right.
in Texas, you're talking 150 degrees just down near there. So you're trying to cool a 100-degree radiator with 150-degree air.
Tell me about it.
So yeah,
I know
it's
all
as
about
hard
that.
as it is. So
Yeah.
this car didn't do very well in the heat soak testing.
No,
in
nope.
Death Valley when they did it. So they had some struggles.
Yeah.
But for
So
the
they
most part,
just said, you know what? Let's test it at Death Valley.
give
It's
one
going
of
to
Rich
overheat
rebuilds.
there, and then we're just going to ship it.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
And the other issue is the HVAC damper is broken. I picked that up pretty quickly. The
Oh, so I'm
condensation
not
on the
so I'm
windshield.
not crazy. There
No,
was a
no.
problem with the. Okay, good.
Yeah. So the vents are stuck on center vent with a little bit of air bleeding through the defroster.
Okay.
And when the roller blind in there breaks, which diverts the air to the different vents, it just gets stuck in one spot. And it's a Corvette heater case,
Right.
C6 Corvette, but due to the software in it, it actually tries to turn the damper too far and it breaks eventually. And so you get stuck. You got air conditioning, your vents work, but it's not
Right.
going to have floor or defrost. And most of the southern climates, they complain about that right there, which is the condensation when the air is on the windshield. You got to keep hitting your wipers
Right.
because it's air bleeding out.
Yep.
We can fix it. We can replace the blind and update the software.
Why does
They're
it
usually
seem like
pretty
it's
good.
Where's the blind in the car? It's in under
It's
the
the whole
dashboard.
dash has to come out. Yeah, it's
The whole
a
dash has to
massive
come
job.
out?
Yeah, it's a 2-day job. Pull the whole dash, steering column, console. Yeah, it's a big job. Proper way to close a Karma hood, by the way. One side at a
So
time.
close it one side at a time.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
fine wine.
Like a fine what?
Like a fine wine, man.
How do you close wine bottles
I don't
that
know.
are similar to that?
You
Okay.
drink them. The other major thing that we do on pretty much every car that was an inherent issue with these cars is the cowl drainage. allowing water off the windshield to get inside the cabin. Was never really properly drained. There's multiple issues with this cowl panel, starting from the seal that doesn't stay on. You can see it's kind of separating there.
Oh,
It gets
yeah, I
all
see that.
wavy.
Yeah,
It kind
yeah.
of slides and pops off.
I
Some
don't
cars
remember
you'll
it
see
being
it.
like that when I pulled
It's
it in
on
here,
this
but
side.
yeah.
It's sticking up.
Oh, I see that. Yep.
Yeah, so the water's just going right off the windshield right in. So there's one issue. The water's supposed to drain down through there anyway, through that hole,
Yep.
at least over here. And as it comes down at the center of the windshield, you have these little drainage troughs here, and you got a little friend here.
Oh, little buddy.
Yep. That's a Texas beetle there.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, that's a pretty big. Yeah.
So this hole right here is clogged solid. So that's a drain hole. So water's going to just build up here.
And then eventually make its way
it'll
back
make its way
underneath.
back in, seeps through, goes wherever it goes. The actual issue is mainly underneath. So there's a hose connected to that hole. You can't really see it, but there's a hose connected there that drains out into the fender.
Yep.
And the whole entire hose just clogs up. There's another one here. That one's clogged up too. And then you got another hole here.
Okay.
They both have hoses on them that go down to the bottom to drain out through the bottom of the body, and they just clog up. But the real issue takes place under this panel. This cowl air intake is a source for water to get in. And I'll show you, I think we have a cowl off another car, how the water's getting in. It wets the CIU, which is the infotainment unit.
Yep.
And then your infotainment unit fails, your screen locks up, you just get the Fisker logo, you got no radio,
Yeah.
no AC controls.
Can you still
nothing.
drive it?
You can drive it, you just want to have air conditioning control. It'll be set to whatever the AC was on
And it'll
last.
just stay on forever.
It'll just stay on at that setting.
Well, hopefully it's set to cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get water in this side, and you can also get water in that side through the hood release cable if it gets backed up high enough. In addition, it will wet the PTC heater coolant pump, which I'll show you how that happens on the center trough.
Yeah.
So there's a plethora of issues that happen with this cowl. We take care of them all when we bulletproof the cars, but it is a job that we do regularly. And even after that's done, we still need to keep this
It's a
clean. You see the
consistent
leaves.
maintenance item.
It depends on where you're living. You know, if you could park this car under a tree, you can see leaves getting stuck in here.
everything.
So we'll take this off and take the screens off from the backside, clean it all out real good, clean the drains at the bottom that we open up when
Yeah.
we bulletproof it. So a lot gets done. And depending on where you live, every year, every other year, you got to keep that clean or get your leaf blower out and make sure this is all cleaned out.
Hey, what's up, little buddy? Here comes the fun part. My friend.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. So now, this is the fun part. Now, I don't really know how much it costs to keep, an old car like this, a decade-old car, 13-year-old car on the road like this. What am I, should I be excited? Like, how should I feel right now? Like what's your average customer experience when they come in and they need the bill?
There you go. Start there.
I gotta see this. So this is so what you're showing me is like run down what before I see it. Run down what you're showing.
And
What
I
is-
tell the people, look, this is an all-inclusive. This isn't what it's not only what your car needs. It's what upgrades can be done.
Yep.
I kind of tell people this is our process, stem to stern. We don't leave any stones left unturned. That type of thing. So I tell them you're going to see a number that's going to shock you up front because it's not the true number of everything you need to keep the car running right now. It's
Right.
not, these are things that if I don't tell you about them, I'm obligated to tell you what can be improved on the car, personally anyway.
Yeah.
If you want to get the car up to the latest spec of upgrades and modifications, this
Right.
is what it would take to get there.
Gotcha.
Does that mean it's sensible to do that for the value of the car? Most of the times, mathematically, people are like, I can go buy another car for that.
Right.
Or less, and it's like, well, but you're going to get the same problems, so what do you really want?
Right.
Fisker owners, most of them just love the car and it's an investment. And, like any other car, you put money out the door and drive off and it loses money. So,
Right.
It's just a matter of how or when, how do you want to look at it? If you want to look at these cars as an investment, you're in the wrong spot.
I'm assuming so.
If you want to
yeah.
look at it as a car that you want to enjoy and use, it's going to cost money to get it there. Isn't that the way the world works?
Right.
So as far as the list goes, you have issues that are imminent problems right now.
Oh, there are.
And you've
Okay.
got things that are, you broke down how many times coming here?
20 something? 26,
plus?
27?
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good part of it. And some of it are things that are just never been done on the car that, can be improved or will fail.
Okay,
So,
let's just get this over with, please. This is agony.
4
All right.
pages, 1 page.
So there's 4 pages.
4 pages. That's
Okay,
all.
those aren't duplicates.
No, no,
Okay.
it's not my copy, your copy. These
Okay.
These
All
are
right.
4 pages.
Let's start with
So,
the.
you
Let's
want
start
the
with
number
top.
at the bottom, or do you
I don't want
the
the number yet. Okay, so where are we? So what's the first part?
Yeah,
Okay.
so first part's your generator pump that we talked about, the coolant pump not working. Okay, it's $1,100. A high voltage battery charging system, the OBCM. It's the parts are expensive. It's a rare car. They're
Yeah,
hard to
wow.
get, and these are brand new parts.
Okay.
So it's a $3,000 part, that onboard charger. So that's where you're at. A lot of this stuff is the parts. Cowl modifications, as you can see, that's a labor only job.
Okay.
So we talked about the water getting in. It's $380. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
And these are
Well,
just
to some that is a big deal.
Yeah,
I want to let you
guess-
know, like
I
you're,
guess
you know,
I'm in the
just be
wrong-
real careful here, okay?
Well, you didn't look at the bottom, the big.
Yeah,
menu.
no, actually,
All right. So we have the coolant pump.
Yep. You
All
got
right.
the coolant pump.
Yep. Battery charger.
Yep. Battery charger module. Cowl modifications for the drainage.
Yep.
This is just maintenance stuff. Oil change, brake flush,
oh, get an oil change.
synthetic. Oh yeah, you're getting it all.
Wait, how much is an oil change here?
Yeah, 189 was synthetic.
Gee, what is this, a Porsche?
Yeah. Better.
My goodness.
This is part of the brake fluid flush.
Okay.
So 2 license plate lights are out. We're going to rebuild them, resolder.
You have to
them,
rebuild.
LEDs.
Where? Why can't you just
Yeah.
go to
'Cause it's not a
Amazon? I don't
bulb,
understand
it's
this.
an LED lamp. So
You can't go to Amazon and get like an adapter kit that like makes.
that
them-
is it. $6. Then 140 to put it in.
What does the bump? What does the bumper have to come off? This is. Okay, let's get through this, please.
It's getting funnier because you're laughing now.
Oh no, I'm not. This
All
is
right,
terrible.
These
Yeah.
are just notations: front bumper damage, air duct broken,
Yeah.
high voltage battery inspection.
You're not fixing that, are
No,
you?
this is
Okay,
all
I
your
can't
report
afford
on your
that.
high voltage
Okay.
battery. Your high voltage battery is great.
Good.
So there you go.
I like how 33% on something is considered as great.
That is great. Well, for 12 years old, it's really good.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Do the math, you'll get another 8 years.
That's not bad.
Exhaust rattling, again, this was an upgrade.
Okay.
If you want to upgrade to the other pipe, when it fails
Okay.
down the road, that's what it's going to cost, $1,600. Controller bushings that are actively broken.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Total
I need
on
that.
those is $1,500 with the alignment to take the arms off.
Wow.
Press in new bushings.
Okay.
Here's your rear tie rods that are falling apart. $600 to rebuild them.
Okay.
And then this was the big one. This is the bulletproofing of the rear drive. And this is basically
$9.
everything we do. Yeah, $89.55.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't mean to look at the price first. Just why don't you sell it to me? Sell it to me.
All right, so Mr. Rich.
Yes.
We're going to remove your rear drive module assembly.
Yeah. What's that going to do for me?
Disassemble it. Okay, rebuild it, upgrade it with all new hardened spline components, new
Right.
bearings, new seals. Perform the pinion modifications to the differential. Bulletproof it, as we call it, which is preventing it from failing. I will tell you, we've been doing this repair since 2014, and I've never seen a failure.
Oh, they haven't come back.
No, never.
Okay.
They just don't come back. It's
Maybe they're
good to
just
go.
scared to come back because of the price.
Yeah, we would take care of it. To be honest, something happened to this 2 years down the road, I'd make good.
Oh, wait, there's a warranty.
Oh yeah,
on it.
there's a warranty on all of our work, and beyond that, I mean, I stand behind what I do.
See that I like.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you're
still-
not getting just a
Okay.
couple parts and some labor for that.
Because I just
price. You
immediately
get-
I just jumped to the
Yeah,
total price, and
no.
I'm like, that's ridiculous.
You get us behind.
You get a warranty. Okay, good.
Yeah. This is your HVAC unit rebuild. We got to pull the whole dash out,
Oh.
rebuild the entire HVAC system. New damper motors, calibrate it. New damper blind unit.
Right.
The top section of the heater case, we replace all that. Steering column comes out, dash comes out, console, everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's a big job.
Yeah.
The car gets stripped down to like a mess.
Okay.
So that's $3,400, and most of that is labor.
Okay.
About
So
80%
what's
of
the? Oh, there's more pages. Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry. Oh, I'm
we're on.
sorry.
Yeah, we're almost.
I
at
thought
the
we were
end.
done. Okay.
Yeah, electric heat doesn't work.
Okay.
So when you're in EV mode, the electric hot water heater is not working.
Yep.
So it's an $820 part. A little labor to put it in. Got 4 curb rashed wheels. This is the price to refinish all 4 wheels.
Just to refinish them?
Yeah, because they're gonna dip them, strip them, and powder coat them, not just paint.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
done right. They're done better than factory.
Okay. We could just take that off.
Just
Go
learn how
ahead.
to
Yep.
drive. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
Set of tires. That's what it would cost. If you did them here. Again,
Yokohamas,
you can get them.
We're just
somewhere
going.
cheaper.
Are we just sorting by price and going from the top for like? Do we have to get the top? Aren't there like Juan Lee's that I can get in that size or something? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Thanks.
That helps. Software revision. You need a couple of modules backed up. The hybrid and the ECM they're on the latest, but I don't prefer the latest software. I actually go back.
Okay.
So it's more robust, stable software. So I put 520 in the hybrid and the ECM. Probably will do it in your battery as well because your contactors, I don't know how old they are, and 535 will definitely stress the contactors a lot. So
Gotcha.
I'll put it back to 520 where it won't turn the battery on and off as frequently when it's stored. So that's a couple $100 to do that. And using round numbers, your right front wheel liner, $300.
Okay.
That's the shredded wheel liner.
Yeah.
The tire destroyed. And I think we're back to the first page.
Oh, good. All right. Give me the sauce here. Call the police, please. Call the police. Call the police. This is insane. Call him right now. Call him right now. Get this guy out of here. I'm sorry for my first outburst. I didn't.
I'm used to it.
I'm just not. That just seems kind of crazy. So I asked you to give me the list that, like, I'm a really cheap person. I just want to get the car going again. I want to make sure it doesn't, because I'll get to my daughter, and I don't want her to break down in it. That's a risk. I know it's a risky move.
And do it for $100.
Do it for, yeah, exactly. What's the minimum that I can do just to get it going?
So the pump, generator pump, that's what kept you breaking down.
Okay.
And this was the charging issue if you want to be able to charge it. I mean, we can take that off and you can drive it without charging it, but your
charging,
battery will eventually fail because
Right.
it won't be balanced.
Gotcha.
So we got $5,000 with taxes
You know what's funny? I do
like having the ability to charge, because if I just need to go somewhere and I don't feel like starting up, the generator to do so, and I could just do like errands around town.
Oh yeah, car will run you with no gas for all the dailies you need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think the short commutes, I think that's kind of
Well, and your battery is good,
right.
and you want to keep it that way.
Right.
So,
So
if you
keep
drive
using
this
it.
on the generator only, it can run for months and months without charging it and just use the generator.
Right.
However, the cells will fall out of balance over time. Okay, because they're not
see.
fully charged. The balancing on this car takes place at the top.
Gotcha.
So it tops them off and then bleeds off using resistors to manage the BMS, manages the cell voltages. So without charging it, I see cars that come in here with a charging system problem. The guy's been driving for months. He's like, it just hasn't charged in a long time. And I look at that battery and it's a mess.
It's 1%. You're right.
So their cells are all over the place, and eventually they can fail.
I got you. So the charging is important.
It is important.
to do.
Yeah, it's
okay.
important.
I see.
People
Keep the
say,
battery
can
health.
this car drive without charging it? Yes.
Right.
But in the long term, no. So
I
you want
see.
to keep it that way.
Okay.
Other than that, that gets you going without breaking down, trouble-free. For the most part, that's you doing the rest of the stuff yourself.
Whoa, there's more to do. Okay, how about this? Give me.
Change your own damn oil.
Can you give me a list of things that you suggest? I'm not going to do them, but give me your suggested list. I want to simulate. This is like a video game. It's called Fisker Karma Owner Simulator.
That's what every scenario.
So you gave me everything, right? Now you gave me the bare minimum. Give me what you would recommend.
Okay.
And I want to see if is it the same thing as the
Now,
$27,000
some of that might depend on where you live. Because
Really?
if you're close by, we can wait till something fails, we fix it. If we got to ship the car 2,000 miles,
Right.
different ballgame.
I see.
You might do more while it's here rather than ship the car.
Give me your recommended list.
Okay.
This is what you recommend.
Yeah, so we're at 2 pages if you want to count it that way.
Okay.
So we're still going to fix the obviously
pumps.
the generator issue,
Yep.
coolant pumps, the OBCM to get it charging, do the cowl paddle modifications to keep any water from getting into that dash.
Okay.
Taking out your $3,000 radio.
Mm-hmm.
Going to do the oil change while it's here and the brake fluid, your lights for state inspection, and then the front suspension, rear suspension, bushings.
You know what?
And then, you're on the road with a car that passes inspection, that runs and drives reliably, and
I will say, adding that in, factoring in $8,000 on top of the whatever I pay. Let's just say
10 grand?
I'll be in at 20. Let's just say, right? I guess I have to add in frustration. I broke down so many times. Let's just say I'm in for 20. 20 for a car that's not. That's not that
you're
bad,
balling,
right?
man. It's a baller.
And it's a
car.
baller looking car too.
Yeah.
But that doesn't fix the wheel rash, right?
No, I
Okay.
just figured you can do that. That's not something I'm making any
Well,
profit
there's
on.
a
so
few
you can
cars out there I
call
can
a wheel
probably
guy.
take some
Yeah.
wheels from, right?
Yeah, there's a few.
Joey, if they think for 1 second I'm coming back for that car, enjoy it. Enjoy it in good health. I'm not coming back, Joey, for that
Who's
car.
writing that check?
I'm not coming back for that thing.
$28,000.
No. They can keep it. I mean, look at all these things, man. This is where they come.
To die?
This is where they come to die, man. And it's just, it's a shame that every one of these cars, after you pay 20, whatever, 30 grand in some cases, you could spend an additional 30 on top of that just to get them like right and like bulletproof, man. This is intense. I feel for every single one of these people. All right, guys, I'm back in the car now. What do you think I should do? There's 3 options as of right now. There's 8 grand, 5 grand, and $27,000. You tell me what the best course of action is. You guys kind of have a general idea of how much it would cost to swap a car. I don't want to do an LS swap, so that has to be the one caveat. I do not want to do an LS swap. That's been done a million times. I actually want to do something a little bit different with this Fisker if I were to do that. Or should I just pay the 5 grand, fix the car, and then sell it for more than what I paid? You guys tell me. There's a whole bunch of options. I really want your input, and I'm going to listen to each one of them because I really don't know what to do with this thing. Do I sell it? Do I keep it? Do I fix it? Do I swap it? Let me know what you guys think.